Right, hello everyone, in here Hayden today. Today I am back, of course, for live streaming, but there is something that I want to show you guys. If I stay quiet for a few seconds, you can hear that there is a little coming from my microphone. I've just figured out how to get rid of that. Only using Audacity though. So, yeah, let me just show you how I can do it. Nah, I have to make it full screen. I thought I'd be able to show you I don't even know what I'm saying. In fact, why am I getting that? Let me just record for a bit, so that way you guys can truly hear how loud the hiss is. Right, I paused on purpose there, and you'll see why in just a second. So, the way to get rid. So let me just hear it. Let me just mute my microphone so you guys can hear it again. Let me just record for a bit, so that way you guys can truly hear how loud the hiss is. And you could hear the toilet going as well, which is another thing that I didn't want. So, yeah, there's a way to get rid of that. So what you do, you can highlight any part of this. You can highlight a little bit, you can highlight a lot, but I'll just do the whole bit here. So as you can see, I've done the whole bit here. Then you go to Edit, then you go to Noise Reduction, then you get Profile Noise, then you go back to Edit, go back to Noise Reduction, and then mess about with these settings for a bit. You go, but no, you don't mess about with them first. You go to Reduce, and then you go to, and then you mess about with them. So let me just turn all them down. Oh, no, wait. Sorry, since it has this bit here, then what you have to do is that you have to highlight your whole voice recording here, then go to Edit, then go to Noise Reduction. So let's hear this before I mess with it. Let me just record for a bit, so that way you guys can truly hear. The only one that I had to use is this bottom one here, frequency smoothing bands. So if I go 1, let me just record. Was it this one? Let me just record for a bit, so that way you guys. Oh, I thought it was. Okay, so I think it was you then. Let me just you? Let me just. Odd. Let me just record for a bit. Oh, okay. So it was this one here. 1, 2, or 4. Let me just record. Let me just record. Do I have to do all of them? Let me just record. Okay, I did not realise this. I thought you only had to use 1. Let me just record for a bit. But as you can hear, there's already a huge difference. Let me just record. If I do all of them. Let me just record for a bit. Okay, no, get rid of. Turn you down. Let me just record for a bit so that... Okay, so like that. Now we can play it. Let me just record for a bit so that way you guys can truly hear. Hold on, let me do that again with muting my microphone. Let me just record for a bit so that way you guys can truly hear how loud the hiss is. That just shows that you can get rid of it. When I'm live streaming, I don't know how to get rid of it. So, yeah. You'll have to put up with that for now, basically. But that's not the reason why I'm here. The reason why I'm here is, of course, I'm back live streaming to this video here. So let's check it out.
Thanks to platforms like YouTube.
Just realised. Forgot to screen thingy it.
Thanks to platforms like YouTube, Dailymotion and LiveLeaks, footage of police questioning suspects are widely available. Many depict the routine process police officers undertake every day, but some reveal truly frightening conduct by suspects and law enforcement agents alike. Here we examine 5 troubling police interrogation videos. Viewer discretion for the following footage is advised. Before we begin, don't forget to check out our new podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts by clicking the link in the description or in the comment section. We're uploading lots of long-form content to the podcast, and we'll also be experimenting with some will no longer be out. Now, Twitter in February 2000. Snake torture. This is a relatively recent piece of footage, uploaded to Twitter in February 2019, by Veronica Coleman, a human rights lawyer. The video shows the appalling conduct of 2 Indonesian police officers when dealing with a man accused of stealing mobile phones. The suspect can be seen sitting on the floor, squirming in visible distress, as he endures questioning whilst his hands are bound behind him, with the snake draped around his neck. A police officer squats down in front of him, who can be seen manipulating the snake's head closer to the suspect's face, whilst he asks how many times the man has committed the aforementioned act of theft. The obviously terrified man screams and responds, only twice. At one point, one of the officers can be seen looking towards the camera with what looks like an amused expression on his face. Take a look at the full footage.
Yang bersangkutan diminta keterangan, ini susah sekali. Jadi dia yang
Other news sources have claimed that the officers also threatened to put the snake down his trousers and demanded that the suspect keep his eyes open after he had presumably shut them in fear. This conduct, displayed by the Indonesian police, led to an apology by the chief of police and triggered an internal investigation. This resulted in the 2 officers present during the interrogation being removed from duty.
Good! Bloody good! There was a lot of mixed emotions there. I weren't sure if I was meant to feel bad for the person who was stealing the phones, or like you know, like, did the guy steal the phones though? I don't get it. Did he or not? Like, I genuinely don't get it.
Alonso Perez. When police in Las Vegas arrested murder suspect Alonso Perez in September 2016, They probably assumed they could rest easy after shackling him and cuffing him to a table in an interrogation room. But this was not the case. 25-year-old Perez was arrested by North Las Vegas police for the fatal shooting of 31-year-old Mohammed Robinson. The incident occurred at a McDonald's where Perez shot Robinson, allegedly for his failure to hold the door open for Perez's female companion. After his arrest, police secured Perez in an interrogation room, where he was left alone for some 40 minutes. What happened during this period was caught by the CCTV in the room, which unfortunately was unmanned at the time. Take a look.
You idiot.
After Perez escaped to the police station, he stole a pickup truck and fled. He was found by authorities in an undercover operation 4 days later and rearrested, as gun casings from Perez's weapon were found to match those from 2 other fatal shootings, that of 50-year-old Jeffrey Johnson and Candelaro Duran, 37, as well as 1 other non-fatal shooting. Perez was later charged with 3 crimes too, and is currently facing the death sentence.
Wait, currently? But this was in 2016. It's 20... Look. This was done in 2016. It's 2020 now. So, isn't he already dead? Or is he still... Or is he still going on the, death row thing?
And is currently facing the death sentence.
Death sentence.
Thomas Robinson. In June
Just looking at this photo, he already looked like a dickhead.
In 2016, Cincinnati police arrested 23-year-old Thomas Robinson for shooting Joseph Reno Armstrong, only 17 years of age, to death. Despite Robinson initially displaying a calm demeanour whilst being secured for questioning at the station, events quickly took a dramatic turn and left police struggling to regain control of their prisoner. In footage that has since seen the officers involved in this scenario praised for the manner in which they resolved the situation, we can observe how Robinson, who is handcuffed to a chair, grabs the gun from Officer James Ball's holster, as he appears set to move his prisoner. This prompts a frantic tussle between Ball, Robinson, and other officers to retake possession of the weapon.
Hold on, the stream's playing up for some reason. Be right back. Let me just get rid of his weird looking face. You're right there, YouTube. What the bloody hell's going on with you?
The CCTV footage from the interrogation depicts Robinson, whose repeated screams of "kill me" could suggest his intention to commit suicide by police, being successfully subdued by Officer Ball and his colleagues. Take a look.
Yeah, I'm good. You couldn't get it.
You guys alright?
Yeah.
In addition to murder, Robinson was also charged for his assault on Officer Ball, who luckily only sustained bruising to the face during the skirmish. Robinson was also charged with the previous crime of aggravated robbery and possession of narcotics, as a bag of heroin was discovered hidden in his socks upon arrest.
Dickhead.
Greg
All of
Bigda.
them.
In yet another incident to take place in 2016, 3 Latino youths, conducted primarily by Detective Greg Bigda, resulted in scandal from Massachusetts Police Department that is yet to be resolved. Whilst the identity of the young offenders has been protected, with one of the offenders known to be only 14 years of age, their alleged crime has not. Whilst an officer left his unmarked vehicle with the engine running and the keys in the ignition during a stop outside a takeaway pizza parlour in the city of Springfield, the boys in question were accused of stealing the vehicle. After surrounding police units were informed of the incident, local law authorities managed to arrest the youths after they were reputedly caught.
By the way, I don't know why there's a weird black line at the bottom here, so sorry if you can see that.
Speeding through the nearby city of Parma. It was at a police station in Parma that Greg and Luke Cornier, narcotic officers from Springfield PD, began interrogating the teenagers. Whilst it's impossible to defend the crime these boys allegedly committed, the behaviour, language and threatening behaviour displayed by Bigda throughout his questioning of the teens is reprehensible. CCTV footage was obtained by a Springfield newspaper and uploaded to Mass Live approximately 9 months after the incident occurred. I narrate Bigda in an attempt to ascertain the identities of all those involved and discover the explanation for a number of coins found in the vehicle can be seen resorting to intimidating behaviour. Take a look.
For God's sake, you can clearly see that this stream is just messing up. Give me a minute. Again. Okay, so what I've done is that I've lowered it from 6,000 to 5,000 instead. So hopefully it should be alright now, but I'm annoyed that the quality is even lower now than what I want it to be. And I don't know what keeps going on with the music. I don't know why it keeps going you know, like it keeps cutting out or whatever, which is a little bit annoying, but yeah, the music, it keeps cutting out. That's nothing to do with my end or my headphones or anything. That just keeps cutting out for some reason, which is really annoying, so sorry about that.
The threats to physically harm and frame the suspects by planting drugs on them were only compounded by accusations from the accused that they were not read their rights. They were questioned without legal representation and also without parental consent. Furthermore, one of the boys accused the officers involved in the arrest of kicking him in the face prior to reaching the station, something that was later supported by the testimony of another officer. As a result of this conduct, Bigda was charged with deprivation of civil rights and falsifying an internal investigation report. He was suspended from his role for 60 days without pay, and the damage to his credibility following the release of the footage led to numerous narcotics cases being dismissed, as well as the case against the young men arrested for stealing the police vehicle. Bigda's future is still up for debate as further allegations against him arose, including one for assault against a pregnant woman, and Springfield PD is yet to recover from the negative publicity and public mistrust that has arisen from this event. Before we get into this last one, consider becoming a patron for just $2 per month. We uploaded a genuine warranty happening, but of how. Now this one isn't so much about anything crazy happening, but of how.
Hold on a minute.
Thanks for the support, and now let's get into this. Brent Christensen. Now this one isn't so much about anything crazy happening, but of how a suspect's lies start to unravel during an interrogation. We're actually working on a video solely on breaking down police interrogations that will be done soon that is very similar to this following clip. On June 9th, 2017, 26-year-old Ying Zhang, a visiting Chinese scholar at the University of Illinois, was waiting at a bus stop when she was lured into a car by Brent Allen Christensen with the promise of a ride home after she missed her bus. But instead of taking her home, he took her to his apartment where he raped and murdered her while his wife was out of town for the weekend. Investigators
No! Oh, she looked like such a bright and lovely girl as well. Oh, what a dickhead! Are you kidding? She looked like such a happy, lovely girl, and she looked like she's enjoying life. Are you joking? Every single person in this in this video is an absolute dickhead. All of them. All of them.
Murdered her while his wife was out of town for the weekend. Investigators identified Christensen's car on CCTV, and he was arrested and questioned, but he repeatedly lied about his whereabouts. Here we look at the moment his lies start to unravel in one of his police interviews.
We want to understand why you did it.
Yeah.
We want to understand why you stopped her to pick her up. Was it to give her a ride? Are you afraid to tell us that you gave her a ride? Maybe you wanted to make a couple bucks as an Uber driver, and she told you I had to go sign a lease at One North, and you're like, oh, I know where that's at. I'll drop you off. If you're afraid to tell us that you gave her a ride someplace, we can work with you there. But I know that you picked her up. I know you did. I saw you in your shirt, arms fully extended.
I did pick a girl up. I don't remember where.
Okay.
I saw her picture. I don't think it was her, though.
Do you remember the girl's name that you picked up?
No, she was talking very broken English.
Okay. Tell us about what happened. What time of day was that?
Early afternoon. I don't really remember.
Okay.
And I saw it was north, so I started driving north. And she said something like, turn left after a couple blocks. Maybe she said something else, because that's really when she started freaking out. And so when I got out of the car, get out, try pulling the door. It's locked because the car auto locks. I unlock, she got out, does it. If I recognized her, I would have told the agents that came on Monday or Tuesday, whenever it was, that it was her. Okay. Like, because I knew she was missing. I picked up an Asian girl. I thought she was about 20.
You know that I know that you didn't drop her off in that neighborhood. You know that we can follow her phone.
Okay.
So where did you drop her off at?
Where'd you take her, Brent? We need to find Yang Yang.
Finally, on June 30th, 2017, FBI had enough evidence to charge him with Yin Yang's murder. Christensen was eventually convicted of 1 count of kidnapping, resulting in death, and 2 counts of masking false statements to agents of the FBI, for which he received a sentence of life imprisonment, without the possibility of parole. Following the trial, prosecutors revealed information about Yin Yang's remains, that Christensen divulged through his attorneys in November 2018, under an immunity agreement. He claimed that the day after he killed her, he put her dismembered body in 3 separate garbage bags, which he then disposed of in the dumpster outside of his apartment. Over the next 2 days, he disposed of her personal belongings in various dumpsters in the area. The dumpster were where her remains were finally emptied 3 days after her death, and the contents taken to a private landfill in Vermilion County, where they were spread over a wide area and subsequently buried under 30 feet of garbage. Recovery would be almost impossible, and to date, none of her remains have been recovered. So that's 5 examples.
That's what he gets. Nobody's life should be taken from them. Nobody. And just like my great-granddad, with him on the 7th of March dying from vascular dementia, and now today, him being buried. Nobody's life should be taken from like anything, from a disease, from dementia, from murder, from cancer, from pneumonia, from nothing. Nobody's life should be taken. I don't care if my granddad was 86 years old when he died. I don't care. He shouldn't have died from dementia or anything. Yes, I know he had a good life and all that rubbish, but still, his life was taken. My nan's life was taken. My Auntie Kim's life was taken. My Nan Jones's life was taken. My Uncle Jeff's life was taken. All of their lives were taken from some form of disease or something bad happening, like cancer and all that. Nobody's life should be taken from any of that. Anything. They should just die of old age, and that's it. Because that's the natural way to go. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. It really is. But anyway, I'm gonna end this live stream here. So yeah, that's two things there. I showed you how to get rid of the hissing in Audacity, and yeah, the video reaction. Absolutely awful. So yeah, I might live stream tomorrow. What day is it today? Friday. So Chills might upload tomorrow at night time. I'm not too sure. Oh, actually, I think there's an MK video. Oh no, I already reacted to that. I've just remembered. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna go. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Like, comment and subscribe. Make sure to hit try not to yawn. Make sure to hit the bell icon so you guys get notified on when I upload or live stream. And yeah, oh my god, my eye. I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Bye.